Hey guys, how you doing? I should be live on here. So, I'm back and now today we're going to talk about what I'm using as a home setup for YouTube, what I'm using for video at home. Now, this came about because of last time in our chat, in our live video, we were talking about what I use for vlogging and a lot of people asked me what I use at home. Now, if it's your first time here, do not subscribe. Do not subscribe to this channel. This is not a tech review channel. This is not anything like unboxing or anything like that that you may be interested in. This channel is all about success mindset, and sales training videos. So if you want to succeed in life, then go ahead and subscribe to this channel below and hit that little bell notification button so you don't miss anything. But today, as I said, we're going to be talking about home video setup. Hey Liam, I see you on the channel. How you doing? And nice to see you, man. And I'll be answering questions if there is any. Hold up, let me put this chat on the now everyone can see this chat. That's Liam, by the way. Liam has been here for a while, and I love him because he's really cool. He listens, and yeah, he's learning how to one day become a millionaire. And you will. I'm doing great, Liam. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about my home video setup for YouTube. And here's what we're going to start with. I'm going to start with what camera I use. Now, if you look over there in the back, you're going to see a Canon camera. Now, that camera is the 750D, okay? Now, I did prefer a 70D, but I actually bought that because it was, okay, I couldn't find a new one available. I was rushing. I bought it. It's a T6i, I think, in America, 750D. In Europe. It's a great camera. As a matter of fact, it's the camera I use for all my sales training videos, and it's just great. It's phenomenal. So I do suggest you get that camera. Now, keep in mind that whatever I use, I have in the description below, so you can go ahead and click that link, and it's an Amazon affiliate link. So yeah, I'll be making a small commission on it. Yeah, Liam, it's a great camera, and the good thing about Canon, it has so many lenses and it's been out so long that you can actually use different lenses and you can get them cheap, used, whatever. I went with Canon because obviously I own a video production company and my team have a lot of lenses. So if I ever need a lens, I'll use that lens. But if you have Sony lenses lying around, or you have a friend that has a Sony camera, then go ahead and go with Sony. You see, it's what is best you can utilize for yourself, what your environment allows you to utilize in the best and most effective way. Does that make sense? So I use the Canon 750D. Now, I also use this little remote thingy bob, so you can switch the camera on and off. Well, actually you can push record or take pictures via remote. There are cheap alternatives. I like using originals. I do not like the cheaper alternatives. I just get very stressed. So I just like to buy original components, if you will, or accessories for whatever I use. By the way, if you're just joining us, go ahead and comment down below what camera you use or what you use for your home setup if you make YouTube videos, or what you're planning on using. So, now, the most important thing other than the camera, of course, in video is sound. And I will argue that it's actually more important. See, if I can just, get rid of this whole video right now, but you can still listen to me, you can still watch the video and listen. But if I had no sound, and I know you didn't hear anything, I did that on purpose, but you understand what I'm getting at. If I had no sound, there's nothing to do here. Even with subtitles, it wouldn't work out, right? So, here's what I use for sound. I use the NTG4 microphone by Rode, which is right there in the background. And I use that into my H5 recorder. And I put the H5 recorder into the camera. Now, I only do that as a backup because I actually use the sound from my H5 recorder and sync it up separately. As a matter of fact, I'm using my H5 recorder right now to actually do this live stream. See, the cool thing with the H5 recorder is it has multiple uses. You can use it with a USB straight into your computer, so you can use it as a desktop microphone, which, by the way, I think that sounds pretty good, but you can also use it to record. You can use it to record off camera and sync up after, or you can use it to power with phantom power your microphone, your lav mics or your shotgun mics or whatever is needed, and put it straight into the camera, and you will have better sound. So far I'm using a camera 750D, I'm using an H5 recorder, and I am using it directly on the computer to even make this video. And if you're wondering what I'm recording on, which camera I'm recording on, I'm actually using a Logitech 930C, and I have that link down below as well. So are we okay? So, Liam, you laughed, you thought I lagged because I went like, see, you don't know if I'm talking. I could be talking Chinese like, I'm you. You want to fight? Anyway. So that's what I use. By the way, the NTG4 microphone is this right here. Now there is the Plus version, which actually takes batteries, so you don't need phantom power, so you can actually put it straight into your camera. I did not get that. I regretted it, but hey, it is what it is. You know, we all make mistakes. So you like live video better, Liam? It's more funny, isn't it? Okay, just drinking my coffee with goat's milk. And no, it's not because I'm Greek, it's because goat's milk is actually better for you in general. But hey, it is what it is. Now, another thing I use, obviously, is lights. And lights is how much does it cost? How much does what cost? What exactly are you talking about? The H5 recorder? If I am not mistaken, Liam, the H5 recorder was around $350, but you know, I have the links down below, Amazon links, check it out because I cannot remember. And sometimes you can even find it cheaper, either used or refurbished from Amazon. The NTG4, I actually bought that in Greece. Bought it for around $250. The problem is I bought it from Greece, and when I went to upgrade, they didn't, even though I only used it like one day and I went back the next 2 days. If you actually bought it from Amazon, you can send it back a month after, and they would either give your money back, no questions asked, or replace it. So I totally suggest using Amazon, and that's what I'm using from now on. And the Greek economy, which is suffering, can thank their service for this, because they do not know how to do customer service in this country. And I'm saying this as a Greek. Very few people know how to use customer service in Greece. Now, my ranting, we just got out of focus because of my ranting. Let me go back so I can get back into focus. I'm in focus. Okay. So let's talk lights. Now there's a few lights I use. If you look at the back, you can see I'm using studio lights, soft boxes. Now, these appear expensive, but you can actually get them on the cheap from Amazon as well. And basically they're great. They actually have, let me see if I can, this one. You can actually set up, let me get this in camera. There you go. How many lights you want open, right? So you can set up your lights. Now, usually you use a 3-light point system. So you have your main light, your key light, I believe it's called, your secondary light, which should be a little bit less than your key light, and also your overhead, so you can pop out. That's how I get that pop out action in my sales training videos, by the way, if anyone's seen them. So I use 3 lights. These 3 lights, they come with a stand. Again, they're about $300 or 300 euros on Amazon. And you can use those. By the way, if you're in Europe, order from the UK. I have the UK link down below. Hey, Kostas, how you doing? Nice to see you here. I'll recap in a second what I'm talking about and how it can benefit you, because I know you're going to want video as well pretty soon. So I'll let you know. Okay, so that's what I use. I use those soft boxes for my home studio. I stand in front of that black screen over there. I light myself, not the black screen. Then in post-production, I put up the black color correction in order to get that deep black look and feel I have for my sales training videos. The other light I use is a ring light, and this is something I suggest if you're starting out and if you want to be more economical. It's one of these, and I'm going to hold this like a guitar. Ta-da! It's basically this. I can't turn it on right now, but it has a dimmer and everything, but I don't have it in the in any wall socket. I don't have electricity. But basically, it's basically used by a lot of girls as a beauty ring light to do makeup videos and stuff, because the filter in front actually softens your skin, so you don't have to worry about post-production as much. And also it can be used in combination for doing review videos. You can shine it down on products, which I've done that before, but you can also use it to light up, let's say, your wall. Sometimes you see that look I have. See how I have it a little bit less light on the right side and more light on the left side? That's actually done by using, okay, now I'm doing something else, but you can actually do that using a ring light. And the cool thing about this ring light that I have, it has extra filters, orange and blue, so that you can actually do different colors. Now, if you're wondering what the orange and blue filter is for, many people don't understand that the orange filter can be used. And I actually have a video that explains why. See, and I'll say it like this. When I had cancer, I was very pale. I looked like crap. So if I put a white light on me, I looked even more like crap. So what I did was I used the orange ring light, and it just gave me a little bit more of color. So anyway, that's what you can use the orange ring light for. It's a warmer color, if you will, while the blue one is very cold. And yes, the white one is somewhere in between, is what you're supposed to be using most of the time. Now, so that's your ring light. And I'm telling you, this ring light is cheap. It's about 90 euros or $90. I can't really remember, but it's just a lifesaver. Plus, if you have everything darkened in the room and you have that light on you, then you have that look that Think Media does, where he's lit up and the rest of the room is dark, or Nick Nimmin as well. It can be done using a ring light. Okay? So that's what I use for lights, essentially. Another thing I use is headphones. And these headphones, I use the Akg, I think it's the K702. These are pretty pricey, they're pretty expensive, to be honest with you. You don't need your headphones to be so good, it's a bit overkill. I actually use them for editing, and I'm sorry I'm hiding my face behind that chat right there. See, look, now you see me, now you don't. Now you see me again. Anyway, so the Akg headphones, I use them when I edit. It's just more relaxing. They're very, very soft. They're very light, and you can hear they're studio headphones. So you don't hear that bass or anything like that. So you can actually edit sound like it's supposed to sound. Does that make sense? So essentially, that's what I use. That's my home setup. So let me just repeat for Kostas. I think he's still with us. I use a Canon 750D. I'd rather have the 70DD, but the Canon 750 is a little bit cheaper, and it does fine. It's great. I use the NTG4 microphone that goes into the H5 recorder that goes into the camera, but I sync up the sound later on. You do not need all this. You can actually use a Rode Pro, or you can use the H5 on its own. See, the good thing with the H5, and I can't really use it now, another thing I didn't mention is this thing right up at the top, it comes off and you can mount a shotgun accessory on it and have a shotgun microphone in the H5 recorder. So you don't really need the NTG4. You can just record straight to the recorder and just use that for everything, for all your sound. And it's great. And if you need phantom power and you need to upgrade in the future and get another microphone, then you already have the recorder that can give it phantom power and so forth. So the way I designed my setup is so I can upgrade with the least amount of money I need to spend in the future. So I use the NTG4 with the H5, and I use the softbox lights, which I explained. I have them linked below as well, and the ring light, which, to be honest, I only use it. If you see my 2-minute videos that I've done lately, I actually record those on my phone, my iPhone 7, and I have the ring light to give it some extra light. And I record using the front-facing camera, just fast and efficient. And I just get those videos out, 2.5-minute videos. So yeah, that's basically my home setup from what that's basically my home setup. If you guys have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer. I use Premiere Elements to edit my videos, and I use Sony Vegas, or will start using Sony Vegas for my mobile videos. But really, honestly, even though I have it, I use Premiere Elements. It's just easier and faster for me. So yeah, now, if you're first starting out YouTube and you want to record, just use your phone camera. Get yourself a lav mic. Get yourself a Rode, what's it called? A Smart Lav Plus. I actually have a video, my last live video on my vlogging. I actually show that setup, and that's all you need to start a YouTube channel. You need the phone and sound, and you're good, and you can upgrade as you go. Liam, I love the intro to those 2-minute videos. Everybody knows time is money, so I will take 2 minutes of my time to help you make some money, or something along those lines. Yeah, it's catchy, isn't it? It just catches you, and you just kind of get hooked on it, and you keep on wanting to watch the next video because you get hooked to that beginning opening, the hook, basically. Yeah, that's actually a marketing trick, man. And you gotta get a gimmick and people be used to certain things. So for example, if I'm doing a sales video, the black screen in the back, people get used to that environment. If I did different environments every time, people would not connect. The same thing with intros, and it's the same thing, especially if you're vlogging outside, it's okay because people expect you to change places all the time. Okay, so Kostas Ioannou is asking, is there any device such as the H5 but not so expensive? Yes, there is, the NTG4. I'm sorry, the H4. And there's also the H1, which is about $100 or $90, but it doesn't supply... it's not good enough to, let's say, give power to an external microphone, but it's good enough to have in your pocket with a lav mic so you can record far away from your camera. But you do not need it, because if you're recording on your phone, Kostas, which I'm sure you are right now, or I think you're planning to, all you need is that Rode a lav microphone, or a cheaper version. There's a Squid, which is about $20-$25. There's the iRig, which is about $40-$45, which will give you, the sound will be fine. And all you gotta do is just hook that up to your phone. You have your camera, you're good to go. Now, if you want it for your, so you can also have sound on your computer, but also so you can upgrade later on and be upgraded ready. The H5 is great. You can get the H4, which is also great, and they both work pretty much the same. The only difference with the H5 is you can change, let me try and show you guys, because I got it hooked up here. You can change the top part. See this top part right here? Right here? This, that's in stereo right now, yes? Well, you can change this and make it a shotgun microphone or other kinds of microphones. Let me just put this back on right now. And I do not need the wind guard for this setup, but the reason I have it is so it can act like a pop filter. And what a pop filter will do, it will stop your p and your s, and it just sounds a lot clearer. Does that make sense? But yeah, Kostas, to answer your question, there are devices that are cheaper. I recommend the H5, but you can get the H4, and there's also the H1 if you want to just have it in your pocket. It's a lot smaller. I guess it's more convenient if you want to record on the go and fast, but it's not needed in your case. not many people here today, and the reason is that Nick Nimmin decided to go live, which, by the way, I want to go watch that. I'm actually a fan. And he decided to go live. I guess everyone's over there, which is awesome. I'd be there with myself. It's just that I announced that I'll be here, so I'm doing this video. So yeah. So do you guys have any more questions? Do you want to ask anything? What I use, what I do? Any problems you may have? Nobody knows. Yep, no, I don't see any questions. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wrap this video up because I want to go watch Nick Nimmin live because this guy's awesome. I suggest you guys do the same. And yeah, so let me just wrap this up. So thank you guys for being here. And how am I going to wrap up my live videos? Liam, do you have any ideas on how to wrap up live videos, like tech videos? I don't do tech normally, but when I do I do should I keep on doing the keep succeeding? Yeah? Like everybody, just watch another live video with Paul Democracy. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to subscribe to this video and hit that little bell notification button so you don't miss anything. Remember, just subscribe if you want to succeed in life, because this channel is all about success mindset, and sales training videos. I do not do tech videos. I do not do videos like that. This is one of those exceptions. But if you're interested in succeeding in life, then go ahead and subscribe to this video. I'm Paul Democracy, and until next time, keep succeeding.